I've been muted this entire time. God's sake, bro. Ah. Okay. The SparkNotes version. Evil Jonkler 3 versus Leo Hush, which this has changed in literally the past 2 seconds away from Hush Hush. So that's fun. I think I've got the metadata wrong a little bit there. On the side of Evil Jonkler 3, we have Frankie, Prince Tom, Iris, Ben, Neknif, Joby, Lily Rapois, and Konata. And on Leo Hush, okay, changed from Hush Hush, we have Fumble, I'm Not Delta, Ghost Kabi, Jen, United, and for substitutes we have Farouk, Braven, Zemi, and June. Now, what I was saying whilst muted and didn't realise was that I know players on both teams. Dice, I have no audio. I know, that's my bad. It's not you. It was me. It gets fixed. By the time you see this, it will be fixed. Let me put that in the chat, actually. There we go. It has been fixed. So what I was saying was that I'm not overly, biased on this match. The past couple matches I've casted, I have 100% been biased towards Hong Kong boys for the past 2 matches that I casted. And both times I have unfortunately been disappointed. So it's quite nice to not have a intense bias one way or the other, because then I can just sit back, relax, and say, well, I don't really mind who wins, because I know players on both teams. Granted, I have met Joby in person, so maybe I should be a little bit more inclined towards Evil Jonkler 3, but we'll just see how it goes. I'm not got any sort of, need for one team to win. Evil Jonkler 3 will be first to pick the map between Antarctica, Ilios, and Oasis. Now, we've seen a lot of Oasis past couple times. Hearing you loud and clear. Very nice, Normal Tom. Tells you I fixed it. I do that every time, near enough. You can tell I don't do this professionally, can't you? Evil Jonkler 3 really thinking over their map choice very intently. There's strategizing been happening in this past 40 seconds. Are they going to go for somewhere cold or somewhere warm? With the fucking heat wave that we're having at the minute, they better be Antarctica, and I want to feel that cold throughout my real life, and unfortunately it was not. It was Oasis. Add more heat to the pile. We love that. So both these players are playing... both these teams... Everyone in the UK, at the very least, I know there are some foreign players, so I can't speak for them. Every single UK player in this lobby is currently dying because we're having a ridiculous heat wave. By the time that this stream ends, I am going to be fucking drenched in sweat because I've had to close my window. I had my window open for the majority of the day, and I had to close it because I don't want people outside to hear me screaming like a fucking idiot. I am going to be soaking. Evil Jonkler 3 making very calculated decisions this time, with only 15 seconds left to ban anyone. And the ban's going to be Lucio. Interesting. Okay, so we don't want to force any sort of fast comp. We want to play things a little bit slower. That's nice. Leo Hush has been given no timer all to ban, apparently. Or is that timer bugged? Might be. That doesn't seem right. They got given 2 seconds to ban a character. We love FaceIt. Okay. I can't see it just yet. I will let you know the ban from Leo Hush in just 1 second. Obviously, I'm not too overly familiar with the playstyles of these teams. I haven't been privy to any scrims or anything of that nature. So, and also, I kind of like that. I kind of like going into these matches blind, because then all of the reactions that you see from me are my unfiltered first thoughts about everything that's going on. So I like having that. I think it's a nice little touch. We wouldn't have got the my reaction to Shiba on Hog otherwise. And I swear to God, if I see another Roadhog today, I might just jump out my window. Like that character's just not ethical, and we don't need it in this game. Sorry, Shiba, but also not. It's like people shit on Ball. Speaking of Shiba, people shit on Ball all the time, and I don't know why. I think Ball is way less annoying than Roadhog. At least Ball dies if you like catch him out, or like at the very least is forced out for quite a while. Hog just doesn't fucking die. What is his like damage resistance percentage again? I actually have no idea. I can't be bothered looking it up either, so we're just not going to find out just yet. The lineup has been taking a very long time to be finalized. And I kind of just want to see what was banned at this point. Sigma was banned on Oasis. Interesting. Okay. So with the Lucio ban coming through from Evil Jonkler and the Sigma ban coming through, that's kind of like a no, we don't want to play fast, and a no, we don't want to play super slow and pokey. I like that. I like that. The last time I watched Kabi, he was playing Diva, and he was a pretty fucking good Diva as well. So I've not seen Cubby's Sigma either way, but it was apparently scary enough to strike fear into the hearts of Evil Jonkler. Frankie quivering in their boots right now at the thought of Kabi Sigma. Some members of Evil Jonkler 3 failing to load in. Who didn't pass? Frankie, Iris, and Joby are in. So it's Prince Tom and Natnif, of course. I don't understand the hatred for Prince Tom. I think I don't have the necessary context for that.
Oh man, look who it is!
Thank you, June. I look forward to watching you play later, maybe. Thank you for the follow. I know you're just a substitute, but do you, like, give everyone a decent amount of playtime? Or are you just going to stick with this roster? Well, Farouk's been put in, actually, already. So there's and Jen's been swapped out as well. So there's a decent chance of seeing June later. Yeah, Zemi and Farouk subbing in for Delta and Jen. Okay, okay. That scared the fuck out of me. Fumble just added me. Oh, God. I don't know why that got me so badly. No one's ever added me in a lobby before. I don't even think I have most of these guys, like, I don't watch much FaceIt, but is there a way for me to watch specific games? While they're happening, no. Not really. The best way to do it is to watch someone who's co-streaming or casting like me. And just look for people that are, like, casting your matches. Thank you, Pretty Betrayer. Thank you very much for the follow. There is a, like, spreadsheet, I think, which is like shows all of the matches that are happening at once. I don't know if that's public. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention that. It's mainly used for streamers to like coordinate the matches that they're doing so they don't overlap with each other. But it might be publicly available. I will check. You otherwise have to be like approved to be a co-caster, and then you can request to spectate matches. They don't just let anyone do it to prevent like cheating, which makes sense. So coming straight onto Oasis University is going to be the first submap. And seeing as Lucio and Sigma are already both banned, it does limit your options a little bit. Kabi opting for the Ram, and Frankie opting for the Diva.
Chikasa said she couldn't get a hold of you.
Sion on both teams is a very welcome sight, and otherwise it looks like a complete mirror other than that tank. Oh wait, United's on May, I didn't see that. and Fumbles on Tuno now, okay. That statement fell apart quite quickly. And the ball specialist, so you will be seeing some balling at some point. Good to hear, June. And thank you, MindRabbit TTV as well, for the follow. So much support coming in. Oh my god. Okay, so Evil Jonkler there, just taking on this high ground up here. No real contest coming in from Hush Hush just yet. This Joby working a nice little flank on the Sion. Gets pressured out a little bit, just does a bit of drifting, and goes back to business as usual. We love to see that. Hush Hush forcing their way onto the point. Iris nearly finding a pick, but not quite landing the final shot. But now Evil Jonkler need to find either a pick or find a way to exercise a little bit of pressure on point. Now, I don't think that they have the survivability to just sit on point in the same way that Kabi does on this Ram. So they need to find a kill quickly and then get out. And Natnif does find that pick that we were looking for onto Zemi. Franken going quite low, but does get bailed out just a little bit. Joby on this flank, finding Fuduk and pressuring the rest of the backline as well. Bubble TPing out, but it gets quickly cleaned up by Avoided on main. And United turns that advantage. This is such a messy fight, bro. Eventually, the cleanup will come in from the backline of Evil Jonkler. Avoided on main and Joby, not Joby, Natnif. There's some pretty good ultimate percentages on both teams as well. United very close to a Blizzard as it stands. Frankie switching to the Ram as well, not really fancying the Diva pick. Natnif finding another great opening pick onto Zemi as well. Now it's going to make things a lot harder for Hush Hush. They might just be forced to back off a little bit. Don't really want to push too much. They don't want to feed. Some nice damage onto Kabi from Avoided on main. And the Kitsune comes through from Natnif straight away with Iris. The High Noon, unfortunately, doesn't find anything. Blizzard comes through from United. Catches no one. And unfortunately, momentum gets reset. Joby comes through. Joby does have his ult. The Satsuki Spree ready to use. Whether he wants to whether he wants to use it or not. It does pop it, but unfortunately, that is not quite what he was looking for. That's kind of sad. Gets pressured out immediately at the start of his ult. I'm sorry I got that on video, Joby. That must be, yeah, someone clip that and spam it to him. Leo Hush now in control of the point. And with pretty even percentages, there was a heavy ult investment from both teams last fight. But neither team really has anything too spectacular to work with. Zemi does have this High Noon, though. Something to think about. Probably being pressured quite a lot in this corner now. The High Noon from Zemi gets taken out immediately by Frankie. Just a little bit of an unfortunate place to find himself in at that moment. And a nice chain onto Iris. Goes down very, very quickly. That point capture is creeping up. but Kabi is not going down. Kitsune Rush comes through from Native, takes out Fumble to prevent any return fire in terms of the Kitsune Rush. And Native has been going insane this map. Point flips back over to Evil Jonkler 3, basically purely off of Native. But now, the problem is not over, because Fumble has a Kitsune Rush of his own now to play with. Granted, Frankie does have the Annihilation. Those ultimates have been desynced from the hero swap before. But is that going to be enough to deter an entire Kitsune Rush? Kitsune Rush comes through, and no immediate picks have been found. Evil Jonkler have had time to back off. The Annihilation comes through from Frankie, but it gets melted! Kekkai Sanctuary comes in from both teams, and it's probably just going to stall this fight out. Overtime is triggered. But with Evil Jonkler missing their tank and Zemi taking out Iris, some nice shots onto avoid it on main as well. One more to finish it off. It's looking like this is going to go the way of Leo Hush. That was such a back and forth on Oasis University. First round going to Leo Hush, but honestly, one wrong move and it could have went the other way. Nice to have a look at some stats here. Natnif having an insane amount of damage and picks there.
I hope you don't buy those often. Pretty sure they're a scam.
Kabi looking pretty good as well.
See, this is why
Kabi arguably looking better than Frankie. He's living in that corner for 3 years. Speaking of Kabi, switching over to the Diva, it looks like, which makes sense. This map has a lot more high ground, and I would expect to see the Diva on City Center as well if it went that far. Already trying to establish. Iris now on the Sojourn. Already on this high ground. Pressured by Kabi, but Kabi just has to drop immediately unless you can find something quickly. But the kills are already starting to come through for Farouk and Zemi, taking out Avoided on main and Joby. Natnif decides it's not worth it. Frankie follows suit. Oh, Natnif had so much to live for. Maybe not in a 3v5, like. But that's pretty dominant so far. United taking out Joby as well, and if we look at Zemi on this flank, lovely little off angle. Looking to get a cheeky pick with his bike, not quite managing it. Fumble going super low, just about managing to survive. United just acting as an anchor on this corner, not letting anyone get this off angle in the corridor, forcing them all to trickle through main, going on Joby, forcing out the Mei, all of the Mei cooldowns, and basically getting out unscathed. I speak too soon as Iris takes him out with a railgun shot. A little bit of a tactical feed there from United, as Iris punishes that expertly. This could be an opportunity for Evil Jonkler, with Iris now finding themselves on that main high ground. Drops from the threat of the Diva as the Kitsune Rush comes through from Iris, but but Iris falls at the hands of Farouk. Kabi going super low. Fumble returning fire with their own Kitsune Rush, but Joby finding United as well. Kekkai Sanctuary is coming out from both sides. This is such a messy fight. Are we going to see any more ultimates? Maybe a Satsuki spree from from Zemi. You definitely see a Blizzard from Joby and an Overclock from Iris. And after investing 4 ults, the point finally gets flipped, but the fight isn't even over. Kabi's still alive, although it's surely soon to fall. But the kills just keep coming back. Kabi finds Iris, but eventually they're going to get cleaned up. Nice little spray there to celebrate from Frankie. I can't even... This is definitely the scrappiest match I've seen in a long time. Both DPS ults ready and waiting for Leo Hush. I really want to see this Satsuki spree from Zemi. but they're struggling to find their way onto the point in the first place. Nice spam onto the Mizuki there. And with Kami going in, United coming in with the Death Blossom that unfortunately hits nothing. Great disengage there from Evil Jonkler. Here comes the Satsuruka Spree. And it's not going to find much except Natnif with the final blow. 3v3 now.
Oh man, look who it is.
As Farouk takes out Iris as well. And now 3v2. This looks like it's going to be turned the way of Leo Hush. Frankie falling super low with this Diva. Jumping all around him like an annoying fly. And Joby just trying to get as much point percentage as possible. But it's not going to be enough. Leo Hush are going to flip this map once again. Fumble does have a Kitsune Rush ready and waiting, but so does Natnif. And also, Joby has a Blizzard that he can use as well. If they want to force this, if they flip and they manage to prevent a trickle in, this could actually be enough. But if not, and especially if Iris takes out Zemi like that, Bomb comes out and a nice pick onto Kabi, so preventing that remake. Natnif coming in with a pick onto Fumble. Joby taking off Farouk, and this, it looks like it's curtains on this push specifically. But the map is still not over there yet. This sub-map, I mean. Joby managed to save his Blizzard, which is actually so massive for them. Kikkai Sanctuary coming forward, and Iris as well has their own overclock ready to use. If they can just stall Leo Hush from getting onto this point for long enough and then capitalize with their ults, this could be a very decisive fight for them. Nice denial of the touch there. Unfortunately, it comes through from United. Kekkai Sanctuary comes out on both sides. Again, just stalling out this fight. Ooh! And a disgusting pick onto Fumble from Iris. That is what they need. Their main healing source gone. United soon to fall after them. And it's only Kabi on point getting demeked as Iris chases even more kills onto the Mizuki. And it's going to be 1-1 on Oasis so far. Very, very nice. So, thank you, Symbiote, for the follow, by the way. I didn't address it at the time. I was caught up in the moment. Why is Fumble on Life Weaver? Okay, okay. That's good. Got a bit more of a human comp now.
Make sure you're ready.
Lock in, Joby, says Morma. Joby has been locked in. Evil Jonkler have a very good chance of winning this map. Gabi does have the Diva. Oh, are we seeing some ball? No. I get baited every time, man. Kabi is on the Diva. A lot of high ground on this map, so I do like it. You can exercise a lot of control, but it depends on what you do with the high ground. It's all well being good up here. But if Evil Jonkler can just, like, bunker on point, and you can't pressure them, you know, having the high ground doesn't actually mean that much in the grand scheme of things. But it looks like Leo Hush are not falling into that trap. They are actually pressuring things, but with Avoided on main taking out United and Farouk on the sidelines. Frankie's now going to have free reign to do whatever he wants on this main point here. Joey taking out Xemi as well. Gabi somehow finding Natnif. Okay, getting a little bit greedy there, I think. Fumble going super low, but unfortunately not quite falling. Natnif will be back in just 1 second. And this May pick so good against the Diva, but not good enough against Zemi, apparently. Finding Joby on the sidelines completely off guard. United taking out Frankie as well. And Iris. Switch to their POV, getting very active on this. Ben Beckham boosting these clowns. Evil Jonkler win. I miss Grank so much. I miss Grank. I've met Grank. He was really, really nice. Look at that. Evil Jonkler don't have that much of an insane point lead. With the Satsuruka Spree coming through from Zemi. The damage getting completely denied by the Suzu, but it doesn't even matter. The follow-up push from the team was good enough. A very clean fight for Leo Hush. Only one ult invested. But that's what you want. If you're Evil Jonkler, get the fights quick, get them out of the way, get the ultimate spent, and then you can turn it around. You have some leeway to support your local co-streamer. Thanks, Milo. Breach. Gonna see a Kitsune Rush coming through from Fumble here in a minute, I would imagine. A little bit ahead of Negative in terms of ult charge. As Evil Jonkler force their way onto the point. We do see the Kitsune Rush coming out, but a Blizzard coming through from Joby. Taking out Kabi, forcing the self-destruct. Although Avoided on main is going to fall. So I don't know whether that is an equal trade. Especially not now with Farouk falling on the side of Leo Hush. Now the rest of Evil Jonkler 3 should be able to just walk onto point and take out the remaining stragglers. Iris finding Fumble, and now it's only United. Zipping around. It is going to get joined by Kabi. Just trying to stall out and get as much point percentage as possible. And it's working, actually. They've managed to stall this out all the way up to 95% and counting. 96, 97. Someone tag Shiba. A 99% overtime triggered. That's really rough that they managed to stall that out for so long. And now Evil Jonkler have their work cut out for them, having to hold for 40%, 50%. Zemi of killing Avoided on main straight at the start of the fight. Kick Guy Sanctuary used by Farouk. And even though Zemi eventually falls, I don't know if it's going to be enough. The entirety of Evil Jonkler is so low. They don't even need to chase the stragglers. I do think that they are going to be able to touch. Maybe not if they get pressured like that. The Kick Guy Sanctuary comes out, but it's not enough. It's just too late to get the touch. And Leo Hush is going to take map 1 of Oasis. Let's have a closer look at this play of the game from Kabi. I've never seen that highlight intro before. Where is that from? Looking very domestic. I think this is a lovely breath of fresh air, to be honest. After the kind of dominant performance that we'd seen the past couple streams. Because we saw a lot of 3-0s. I would bet
Saw that coming from a mile away.
money. A nondescript amount of money that this is not going to be a 3-0. With map 2 being New Junk City and the Diva being banned straight away as well. I do like that because I think left unchecked, Kabi has a very nasty Diva. I almost want to see June come out. With the ball, I definitely want to see June come out, actually. Because I'm a weirdly big fan of ball. I think it forces very interesting playstyles from both teams. And there's a lot of emphasis put on, like, individual skill in a ball mirror. As well as team play with coordinating slams and stuff, but in terms of, like, controlling the space that you need in order to actually execute those slams, I think there's a lot of skilled expression there. Holy stall from United? I know, that was ridiculous. He stalled that out for so stupidly long. He got it all the way to OT. Not just him, but he was a massive part of that. Is that allowed? I didn't know you could ban the same hero twice. Is that allowed? Let's see, who's struggling to join this time? It's Natnev. Natnev had a ridiculous performance as well. He got so many picks on Oasis. It was ridiculous. Why is Faruk on Mercy? Okay. There we go, going into New Junk City. One that I've not seen in too long. That's a lie. It was on the Hong Kong Boys game the other day. I've not played this map myself in ages. That's what I wanted to say. And the first point of this map is actually really, really strange because you want to contest this, but if you do it in the wrong way, you'll just get completely ran over. Is that a Mauga I see from Frankie?
I hate to think of what misfortune you'll bring your new friends.
I'm so fucking scared.
All because you
I don't know if this is the play.
poor Obake-kun. Once a cursed demon child, always a cursed demon child.
I like that voice line from Mizuki. Shut up. Ooh.
You're alright.
Shut up! You're alright.
Hey.
You see the Ram coming out from Kabi once again. Diva is, of course, banned. Another Diva is incredible on this map anyway. The Mauga is definitely very interesting to roll out on. So is this Anran from Joby. I do like it, though. I fuck with it. And of course, Iris on this Sion as well. Zemi already finding Natnif. A massive amount of heals gone straight off the bat. And it's just clean up at this point now from Leo Hush. What went wrong? That's where I stole for like 40%. And he did. United looking to be a decent contender for MVP so far, to be honest. Seems Zemi's going to find another opening pick. Very close to it on the Mizuki there. And he still peaks. What a Chad. That's an unfortunate Mauga dash. Although the Anran, Joby Anran looking to take out this Cass. Oh my god, hit a shot! He does eventually. I have no idea how he survives that. The support from Fumble is just too good. Oh my god. Some good ults coming up now for both teams though. Kitsune Rush on both sides. Kekai Sanctuary for Faruk.
Glad you're here.
We just need to make sure that Zemi doesn't get an opportunity to spam out like he did before. Big High Noon coming straight away for Zemi. And it does find Iris! What an unfortunate peak! And Evil Jonkler don't even get a chance to touch the point once again. First flashpoint goes squarely the way of Leo Hush. And they didn't even need to use any really significant ults like those backline support ults to get it done. I'm not gonna lie as well, I kind of really hate this Mauga pick. I don't think it gets much value against Ram. But Kitsune Rush comes out from Natniv. Fumble holding his a little bit. The Kekai Sanctuary perfectly denying this Mauga. The Anran ult coming through from Joby. Finally finding those picks that he was after so long ago. Okay, this is looking good. This is a nice change of pace. Oh, nice little dash cancel there as well. And although that might seem very good on paper, that was a heavy ult investment from Evil Jonkler. And unfortunately, Leo Hush still have 3 ults to play with. They invested 3 ults just for Kekai Sanctuary. Giving Leo Hush a lot of room to work with. The Mauga Cage does come through, but I don't know if the follow-up is there on Takabi. Iris does take out United, so that's a big portion of their damage gone. Finds Zemi after the a quick chase as well.
Double kill.
United is gone. Rage quit? Yes. Oh no, bro. You know what? This is good for Evil Jonkler. This proves that they are getting into the minds of Leo Hush. At least one of them. That's so bad. He had a Death Blossom. And now he no longer has it. United did join the game, but he's not been put in the correct team. We need some admin going on here. I don't quite know what's going on. No pocket Iris equals no win. Iris has been popping off even without a pocket. Iris has had some insane picks. So it's only Kabi on point is going to fall. That I kind of lost track of what was going on after United rage quit. Let's look at the boy real quick. Yeah, all the way back down to 0% ult. You hate to see that. Unless Leo Hush can find a way to touch. Which it looks like that's what United's going to do, yeah. United the one touching. Zemi finding Joby as well. This touch could lead to something. They're actually just going to give for now. But I don't think this is going to be for long. I think they're going to re-contest on it. Iris with the overclock as well. Finding a nice dink onto Zemi. Not quite enough to kill. Ooh! And the Kikai Sanctuary. Like an omen of death. Predicting Zemi's foot passing. United is putting up a decent fight. He's getting a lot of support, but it's not quite enough. And with no one left to touch, the second flashpoint is going to go the way of Evil Jonkler. We love a competitive game. Joby the only person trying in this lobby. Do not speak ill of Iris like that. Iris has been doing numbers this map. And I'll have to take back what I said about... Where is this? Is this one of the spawns? I'll have to take back what I said about the Malga as well, because it is actually working, question mark. And an ult available for Joby as well. With a Kitsune Rush available to enable it in the first place. The Kitsune Rush does come out. Kikai Sanctuary forced out. Nanav going super, super low. But they can't actually be pressured too much just yet. And with the Kikai Sanctuary down, maybe Joby's going to look for an Anran ult now. Not quite, but he does find a very nice kill onto Fumble. Kabi falling super, super low. Joby capitalizing on that expertly. Joby the one-man army at the minute. Taking all of the aggro. Iris taking advantage of the fact that United was brought so low. And then hands up on the Mizuki as well. Doing a nice little bit of cleanup for Evil Jonkler. Okay, do we call that United is mental boomed yet or no? I think there's a decent chance they will be. The Malga cage comes out from Frankie. United does fall along with Zemi and Kabi. I really don't think they'll get a touch, especially if they can stagger any of these supports on this right side here. Oh, Joby overextends a slight bit. Gets taken out by Fumble with the assistance of Kabi's bubble. That was maybe one of the only times I've ever seen Anran ult, like the revive version of it, be used well. Nice diversion of attention there from Joby. Iris, that was a little bit of a ambitious ult there from Iris. Oops in the chat. I think that's justified. Iris is LeBron. If you could see, if only you could see what I can see 2 minutes in the future, Monmo. Lots of ults on the side of Leo Hush. So this should be a fairly free, in quotation marks, point cap for them. They've already established themselves. Some nice pressure with the Reaper there on the front. Point does get captured. Both Kitsune Rushes available, so we might see a fight break out very, very soon. Both Kitsune Rushes come out, although Malga's looking like he's getting melted quite a lot. United comes in with the Death Blossom with a bubble support as well, finds hands up, and Natnip as well with the dire triggers. And then it's just clean up from there. Not too much of an expensive fight either from Leo Hush. They still have the grab, they still have the Kikai Sanctuary, which can be a nasty combo as well. Kabi's still maintaining a decent amount of energy as well. Looking for a grab. We'll just have to see whether or not he can find one. 75% and taking... That looked so bad, but somehow it managed to hit. And United doesn't even get punished for wandering straight into that Kekai Sanctuary. Farouk using one of his own. And it's going to go to the final flashpoint on New Junk City. With only a overclock to speak of for both teams.
No slacking. Get to the next point.
It's going to be the Battle of the Sojons here in a few minutes. I have no idea how that grab pulled those people in, by the way. That looks like Kabi has got some exploits running in the background. Obviously he doesn't. Overclock already popped by Iris. Quite united in the backline. A nice flick to find him. No bubbles left for Kabi. Slight miss on Semi, but the job is done. He is forced out. Fumble and Kabi both fall, although we do lose Joby and Hanzo. But that's, honestly, as horrible as it sounds, that's okay. For now, that's okay. They still have point control, and they will be able to come back in a reasonable pace. Joby's already here. The Vermilion Ascent already back. Whether he's going to use it aggressively this time or use the revive again remains to be seen, but Zemi still has their overclock, which cannot be ignored. Keystone comes out from Natnif straight away as Iris takes out Zemi straight away. No overclock being used there, but Kabi unfortunately falling. The Andran ult from Joby catching what looks like 4 there. And a beautiful cleanup. Now the thing is, Leo Hush do have 4 ults coming up. With the Juno as well coming in. Oh, no. That was a fake switch. Joby. Very nearly falling. But Iris takes out United. Already, that's a great opening pick. The overclock from Zemi finds basically nothing as Frankie finds Farouk. The grab comes in from Kabi. And it looks like it isn't actually going to find anything. Fumble can't touch. And that is going to be Evil Jonkler taking New Junk City. What a scrappy final fight. And we are not having a 3-0 today. I would like to take my previous offer of a nondescript amount of money and replace that offer with all of the money in my bank account that it's not going to be a 3-0. United had quite an inconsistent performance that map. He did some great things, but then the rage quit and like losing the ult percentage and getting a little bit mental boomed was just not great.
The result of hard work.
You hate to see that. Joby getting an MVP as well. I loved seeing Joby on Anran. I have never seen Anran in a FaceIt game before. I loved that pick from him. Okay, map 3 is going to be Runasapi. Nice bit of push. As first ban this time is Leo Hush as well. Take a tiny, tiny bit of water. That text is like ever so slightly offset. It's really bugging me. There we go. It's a bit better. First ban is going to be Kiriko coming in from Leo Hush. Which Natnif has been pretty deadly with the kitty, to be honest. On Oasis, I think Natnif kind of... Even though they didn't win, I think Natnif put in an insane amount of value on Oasis, especially Oasis University. So it's a smart move taking that away from him. Obviously, I can't see the Evil Jonkler band just yet. The lineup is being finalized once again. This does mean that the Tracer ban coming in. That makes sense because United, I think, was way more oppressive on Tracer than on Reaper. United basically couldn't be found. They couldn't get on top of him. Just doing a bit more prod in the meantime. Natnif and Lily coming in. Love to see a little bit of Lily Repois coming in. And June coming in as well on the side of Leo Roche. Okay, I wonder what they're going to play. They mentioned it in chat before. Kornath coming in for Evil Jonkler as well. Joby unfortunately having some... No, wait, no, not Joby. Natnev having some issues connecting to the lobby. I'm very excited to see June's ball. Yeah, do with that sentence as you wish. And if unfortunately taking quite a while. I do think, because we've seen Mizuki every single game. Lucio's been banned 2 games in a row, which I didn't know was allowed, personally. But Lucio's allowed this time, but the Kitty is banned. So that gets rid of the Lucio-Kitty duo that you often see. So the question is, if they want to play the Lucio with the ball, what would the other support be? I honestly don't know. Frankie, bro, I have 1 billion ping every fight. Is that why you subbed out? Is that why people are taking over? I mean, you won last map. So... it's fine, you were on Malga. You were just farming. You did good on Malga. Much to my surprise. Not because of your skill, but because I thought Malga himself, like, as a character, would just not be the play there. So go over to Udunla Sapi. June's is going brother. Yes, we're seeing June. We're seeing a ball. I'm very excited. Especially seeing as we saw them tease the ball earlier in chat. So it's not like I'm under any guessing games as to what's going to be played here. If I see anything other than a hamster on my screen, I'm going to be very, very surprised. Yeah, there we go. You know... What? I hope... I don't know whether these are the picks that we're going with. I don't mind the Wuyang, actually. And I don't mind the Brig either. I think that's a decent backline. I don't like the Ana, personally.
Oh man, look who it is!
Thank you. I love you, Zach. That took me a second. And we're rolling out on this Natniv Ana. I don't know if I love that. But I know I said I wanted to see ball, and we have a ball mirror, so I guess I'm getting what I asked for. Joby on this Ana again, which I do like. Interestingly enough, no Cass from Leo Hush. Instead opting for the Sion Reaper. Is United taking out Joby already on the side. The anti does come through from Naniv. Lily kind of just gets to hard poke this. What is your sensitivity? Nice takeout of United, though. I guess that whatever sensitivity you have, it's working for you. June finding Iris on Cass as well. As Job... No way. No, what are we doing? Farouk taking out Lily off the map and June taking out Negative. It's not looking good for Evil Jonkler. I mean, the ball specialist June seems to be living up to their reputation right now, as we see a quite convincing display of ball knowledge.
Man, they took the lead.
Look at my flex DPS, man. June, oh my god. The ball specialist strikes again, taking out Iris straight away. Zemi on this sideline with a Sion. Taking a lot of aggro. And Farouk just being able to absorb all of this pressure. Never really under too much threat on Brig. As... Okay. Evil Jonkler, we need to have a talk. I think... Even though June goes down there, Leo Hush should take the first checkpoint. And I just want to say, I deeply hate Evil Jonkler's comp right now.
What was mine? Mine!
I don't even mind the Ana Wuyang. But it's like their entire comp is playing to anti-dive, it seems. And yet we're going on dives. I think that this comp, like they've seen much more success on this map when they play to absorb the dives from June, prevent the ball specialist from getting value on ball. But with so many ults coming through, Zemi taking the Wuyang ult as well, getting immediately annihilated, but does take out 2 in the time that it took them to do that, which honestly is kind of worth. United looking for something, not quite finding it there as Iris. Okay, we're turning on. Taking out Farouk and Fumble with some nice rail shots after playing to absorb the dive. Having a ball off? They literally are. Oh, a nice little slam from Konata there as well. Taking out Zemi, being a little bit greedy in terms of retaking space there. And now we have some nice ults to work with as well. We have the Wuyang ult, we have the ball ult, and we have an overclock as well to work with as well. And unless they can really force their way onto this point, this should be a lot of free push here for Evil Jonkler. Iris just avoiding that ball slam as best they can. Sleep use from Native didn't necessarily hit anything, but a Satsuki spree coming in from Zemi, finding Native and Iris. That's rough if you then... The minefield still gets invested by Konata. Doesn't really find any value with it though. Although I suppose that was quite a cheap fight for them in general, not using the Wuyang ult, not using the overclock from Iris. Joby dueling June on the side, dashes inwards. An interesting play there. The Wuyang ult comes through onto Konata. Is gonna hit Zemi, but it's not quite enough. But Iris cancels that Death Blossom with a very nice railgun shot. Iris has been on it. Is June off the map? No! Fumble puts Iris in a grave with the splash damage. That's so evil. And a rally from Farouk as well. Neliosu, thank you for the follow. Using Wuyang ult onto Farouk as well, just so that they live. Not necessarily any super aggressive plays being made there. Joby is living on this off angle forever with the support of Lily. Not a great amount of meaningful ground has even been gained. With Iris, nano overclock coming through for Iris. seemingly ignoring Zemi there. Eventually finding them as well as Farouk, but getting taken out by Neknif as well. Joby having to take up the mantle, but is not being able to. Fumble getting a nice double kill on both of the DPS. Fumble himself getting antied and taken out. The wave coming through to try and save Neknif, but it's not enough. And an incredibly messy fight. As is per usual for these two teams, it would seem. The fighting hasn't stopped for a good couple minutes here. Joby having a Satsuki spree that hopefully he's going to be able to make use of. Iris in a bit of danger, Zemi taking them out. Unfortunately, a little bit split from their supports there. As maybe this is a little bit too far. Zemi with their Satsuki spree. I think Zemi has got 2 Satsuki sprees off in the time that it's taken Joby to use less than 1. Joby, stop trolling. You contradict everything I say, like 2 minutes in the past. Maybe we'll see the Satsuki spree come out now that Iris has got a nice little kill onto United. The minefield comes in from Konata. We don't want to overinvest. The minefield takes out June. Very nice placement there. As Konata gets taken out, unfortunately. Tried to go into a room that's a little bit too well defended, but Fumble tries to come out and is similarly punished for it. Jimmy and Lily just having a good old time pushing the bot. Zemi is a little bit stranded here, but does find the kill onto Iris, so maybe it's not as stranded as it might appear. Konata looking to take out Zemi, but the motorbike is just too fast! I have never seen that before. Satsuki spree coming out from Joby. Doesn't necessarily find anything. Was that ulted? Was that a double ult just to catch United? God, the aura on this man. Yang ult comes back. Hits Zemi. Nice little CC coming there. Taken out by Joey. But the Death Blossom Fumble with the triple kill. Quadruple kill from Fumble. Easily the MVP of this fight. And quite possibly this map as a whole. They haven't managed to find any sort of reasonable opening onto Fumble this entire time. He's living in the backline for 3 years at a time. United does fall again to Iris. Seems to be a running theme. Okay, primary threat eliminated. Fumble down, guys. Fumble down. Natnef is also down. But with Farouk falling as well, the advantage is still in Evil Jonkler. Unless Zemi takes out Joby on the Pharah. They're really struggling to leave spawn. I think they're going to finally be able to do it with Zemi falling and June being forced out by Konatan. United already teleporting in and finding an instant kill onto Lily. A decent chunk of Evil Jonkler's healing now gone. And with such an insane lead, it's going to be incredibly difficult for Evil Jonkler to come back against a 119 lead. A 100 lead, I should say. Iris being walked at by a rallying Farouk, but does get the nano to save him. Misses a crucial shot onto United. And although doesn't get any immediate kills, does live, and that is all that he needs to do for now. Finding June as well. Maybe we can finally start to turn this. Natnif caught in no man's land over there with 3 members of Hush looking dead at him. Konata slams that 3, but they think it's better to just leave alone a little bit. Lily goes down to 2 HP because of Fumble, finished off by United. Fumble has been putting out so much value this entire time. Slam onto Iris. Does fall, and Fumble showing absolutely no signs of weakness. Doesn't even go below 150 HP. Is there even going to be a touch? There is going to be a touch. But Nana falls immediately. Zemi with the Satsuki spree finding Lily, and it's just clean up at this point. What did Morma just type? I'll read that in a second. Hold on. Play of the game Fumble. Yeah, this is the 4K. That's gross. That wave is so big. That's quite possibly my favorite Wu Yang play of the game that I've seen ever. Hey, what did you just say, Monma? Are you ready for your ball lessons? June gulps, Konata breathes heavily, Jerpy nods nervously, Hamp sighs. Yes, Shiva, they all say in unison. Shiva is pretty cracked. Oh god. That made me laugh. Circuit Royale to be our next map. It'll be interesting to see whether June stays in. Because I don't know whether Ball is necessarily the best pick for Circuit. Historically it hasn't been. But I don't play Ball, so... Not seen any substitutions been made yet. But maybe that's going to be sorted a little bit later. During the finalizing roster stage. Evil Jonkler having a very hard time deciding whether they want to attack or defend first. And they want to attack first. And they also get first ban. Which I'd be very interested to see. Who gets banned? Hi, Shiva. Monma's gassing you up again. The Ram ban. I like this. I really like this. Because when Diva hasn't been the play, Kabi has went straight to Ram. And June, I don't know if June has a Ram. I think they were just the Ball. So I think that's a very smart ban from Evil Jonkler. Sigma's not banned. So we might see a bit of Sigma. That's a fumble pie. That's a fumble pie. I think that's what we should call that. You know, like we have the I'm granking it. I've never seen anyone do that in a game since that GIF. It's only Grank could do that. Just get in. Yeah, so June is coming back out, as I expected. Kabi going back in for Leo Hush. Frankie's coming back in for Evil Jonkler and replacing... So both Ball players are coming out, as you might have expected. Lily is staying in. Which I do like. Maybe we're looking at a Wu Yang angle again. And if it's a Wu Yang angle... Yeah, because the Iliadi was banned. Was the second ban, not the Wu Yang. June, he's my son, by the way, but it's okay. Little Willy. Okay, who can't connect? Iris, Joby, Lily, and Kabi are in. It's Natnif again, of course it is. What is bro doing? Oh, I have prod to do. I do not have For fuck's sake. May as well do this in advance. June respect button. I'll press that. I'm the #1 June glazer, so I'll be glazing no matter what. June did bits that game. Let's be so real. go as we go into Circuit Royale. Very nicely. Now the Ram is banned. And I don't think Diva is the play. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out what hero Kabi wants to play in this. Because I genuinely don't know. We could see... Okay, it's going to be the Sigma. You can see the Widow duel. Okay. So we're looking at quite traditional Circuit Royale. We're not going for any sort of, you know, rush cheese, it looks like. Which I would be up for. It's viable-ish on this map now.
I saw you in Winston's report.
It's hard, though.
Way to stick it to null sector.
Although I think Fumble on the
Nothing.
Wuyang
My sister
might
did
be
most
a
of
bit
the
of a
lifting.
more of a
I
threat
just
than
got the safe.
they are necessarily prepared
Protecting our
for.
friends is a noble. Be proud of what you do.
Of course, the one that I think a lot of people are going to see is this Widow duel between Iris and Zemi. And with all the Iris glaze that we've had in chat, I think we're going to have a look at Iris for the moment. Now, if Iris can get a pick on Fumble as well, I think that'll be arguably a bigger threat than Zemi, and he gets the Widow duel. What a beautiful shot. Nearly gets the Wuyang as well. There's a massive advantage for Evil Jonkler. Frankie falling super low. But not low enough. Lamp already forced out for Leo Hush. And that's a very nice advantage they've carved out for themselves here. Rounding the corner with relative ease. Iris. Oh! Zemi misses the shot on him. United finds Lily. With all that healing gone, I think they will have to back off a little bit because otherwise Frankie does take a lot of damage. What are we talking about in chat, June? I might have started a bit of Shiba's biggest worries right now at GCSEs and me. Oh, lovely. They do have this nice little Juno speed ring that they can use to rush onto the Sigma, which I do like. Iris as well, having Zemi's number on this Widow.
Hide from my sight.
Already using the infra sight. Well, Zemi's only on 54% charge for that. It is finding Joby, and the window is going to come out from Farouk, forcing a little bit of a retreat for now. A little bit of a tactical running away. But we've got some nice ults coming up from Evil Jonkler as well. Juno ult, Wuyang ult, even the Sig ult with Frankie himself finding a nice little pick onto United. Zemi finally winning the Widow duel. But Frankie finding the Flux only to get cancelled out of it. The Farouk falling super low. The Lamp doing work, keeping that man alive. Eventually finding the rock onto Kabi. And Farouk is not going to find that kill on Frankie that he so decides. Going down to 1 HP, eventually falling. United finding 2 with the Molten Core. Nanif wanting to find a pick, not quite getting it. A little bit greedy there. Oh, and a nice little shot onto Lily to round it out. What an incredible hold from Leo Hush. I fully believed that this point was gone. Widow duel is so far 2-1 to Iris. We'll see whether he can make that 3-1. It's going to be a little bit hard with the Sigma barrier in his way. But I believe in our mans. Frankie themselves pushing around this corner at lightning speed, actually. So much pressure onto Kabi. Can't do anything about it. Love overhealth gain there as well. Iris not quite able to get the angles they really want. With Joby, though, with a nice little blizzard. The Wuyang goes on to Kabi, but it's absolutely useless. The window does provide a lot of pressure on, and Zemi finding Frankie through the window. Despite an incredible blizzard from Joby.
Such
Oh, they only have 14 seconds now, and they haven't even got the first checkpoint. They need some sort of touch. It looks like it's going to be Joby. With Iris coming in on the Sion as well. The touch does come through. Lily falling already at the hands of Farouk. And they aren't going to be able to touch anymore. Well, just about, but with 50 health, I don't think it's quite enough. Fumble taking out Native in the back. I mean, it started off so well for Evil Jonkler. But Leo Hush had one of the most amazing comebacks I've ever seen on this map. With only about a meter to go left on that checkpoint, they completely turn it around despite some incredible attempts from Evil Jonkler.
Initiating match.
I mean, if you look at the stats, they don't really tell the whole story about how close that round really was. It looks like, if you look at the actual numbers here, it looks like it was completely dominant on the side of Leo Hush, but that was just not the case. They had so many opportunities to close it out. But honestly, Farouk's windows managed to put out so much pressure. They were so well timed that they managed to completely shut out the worst of the aggression from Evil Jonkler. Despite a completely wasted Wuyang ult as well onto Kabi, they still managed to turn it around.
Brave of you to show your
With a completely wasted ult and a kill on your tank at the very start of the fight, it's incredible that they managed to turn it around. It is far too hot for FaceIt. I told you, everyone in this lobby is dying of heat stroke. And these people are sweating so hard in the game as well. Iris actually on the Sojo, not mirroring this Widow. Maybe looking for more pressure onto Kabi, but the disadvantage that you come up against when you're playing Sojo against the Widow is that even if you hit a headshot on the Widow, you don't necessarily kill her, whereas all she has to do is just headshot you once and you fall! Speak of the devil! And Fumble taking out Frankie as well. Fumble being an absolute demon in this lobby. Taking out the tank of Evil Jonkler, nearly finding Lily as well. Those directs are disgusting that Fumble is putting out now. Finishing off with Zemi. Really, the dynamic duo here for Leo Hush. United just the clutch god? Yeah, I would agree. United's done some insane stuff today. Oh, and what a shot onto Joby as well. He peeks for 1 second, immediately falls, and onto Irish as well. Zemi is going insane. One more. Not quite onto Lily. And that is going to be the winning map for Leo Hush. What an insane series. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Zemi on the Widowmaker. Finding Lily. This is one of the clutches. Find it's a disgusting headshot onto Frankie as well. That was really the worst thing that could have possibly happened to Evil Jonkler in that scenario.
Epic.
And that is going to be the victory awarded plainly to Hush Hush. Replay code's there. For some reason, Circuit Royale doesn't feel like having a replay code. Taking a quick look at the scoreboard of each map as well. We'll have a quick little peek. See, on Oasis, it looks honestly pretty even. Like, look at this. They have a decent amount of deaths each. They have a decent amount of eliminations each. Kabi with 30 eliminations leading the charge a little bit there. But again, round 2, which was excuse me. I literally don't remember. Runasapi was 3rd. What the fuck was the second one? Am I dumb? I think I'm developing like early onset Alzheimer's. New Junk City. Oh yeah, the map that United Rage quit. Yeah, so I think honestly, I think that they would have had a pretty good chance if United didn't rage quit and threw away an entire Death Blossoms worth of ult. What do you even do against that? That's so real.
Oh man, look who it is.
United, thank you very much for the follow. Ignore the fact that I just like talked bad about you for the past minute. Sorry about that. Thank you for the follow though. June says at emergence call Zemi daddy. I don't know about that. Maybe having an unmoderated chat. It's an interesting decision I made. But I want to see this. Oh! That's incredibly rough. Lily getting caught out a lot, actually. Well, basically no more than Ben was. Everyone coming in the chat to say GG's. They were GG's. I'm very glad I didn't see another 3-0. I like the fact that it was actually competitive. Alcad versus Team Falcons ass game. Oh, I never rated Alcad anyway. I was always a Twisted Minds kind of person. Just because I fuck with Funny Astro, really. God. I really enjoyed that. But if you don't mind, I'm probably going to back off. And I'm going to leave. Because I'm sweating. I said at the start that I was, like, by the end of it, I'm going to be drenched. I can feel... I'm wearing black, so it probably doesn't help. But I can feel all of my clothes sticking to my body with, like, such a disgusting sensation. It's... ugh. I need a shower. So do all the FaceIt players, because all I've been doing is saying things. They've the ones actually been moving about and, like, playing the game. So yeah, go and wish everyone a shower. Not in like a horrible way, but they'll need it. Go wish them a shower and like a nice cold drink. And hopefully everyone can stay alive, stay safe during this heat wave. And I want to thank you all for coming by. Thank you for all of the new followers, by the way. I just got 56 followers in like as total now. I was on like 47 or something before this. Thank you all so much. Do I raid someone? No, it's really awkward doing it with like 2-minute delay. Also, I wanted to say as well, like, I was considering doing some variety things at some point. Mainly just games that I want to play. So I was thinking I could play like School of '09 or Class of '09 on stream, and if that's something that any of you would be interested in, let me know and I will do it. But overall, thank you very much. I won't take any more of your time. Have a good evening.